The starting goaltender, a lot of discussion has been put up around him. Mike Smith, 14 appearances so far this playoffs. He's got an 8-4-0 record. He's been pulled a couple times. A 319 goals against average, but a 916 save percentage. So interesting numbers for Smith, rounding up what's been a very interesting playoffs for him overall. Last playoff appearance was last year in 2021 when they got swept away by the Winnipeg Jets in the first round. And this year they took down the Kings in 7 before, of course, beating the Calgary Flames in the Battle of Alberta in 5 games. They go down 2-0 now against the Colorado Avalanche. Going to be interesting to see if the Oilers can find a way to bounce back against the high-powered offense that is the Colorado Avalanche.
Is Mike Smith the most interesting goaltender in NHL history? And I'm not talking about like on a personality basis, but just in terms of not just playing style, but just the way he performs. Because this is a goaltender. I mean, you look at it. First of all, he plays every single puck.
Yes.
To his detriment.
Yes.
Now, of course,
yes.
He's a good playmaker. Trust me, he's one of the better playmakers in the league in terms of goaltenders. But when you play the puck to that frequency, to that degree, the amount of errors and slip-ups don't justify the positives that it would get from getting the puck down the ice faster or, securing the puck behind the net. I just don't see it. But it's not just that. It's also, you think of Jay Woodcroft's system. So Jay Woodcroft's system is basically trying to force guys to be outside to take low danger chances. That's really the whole, meat and potatoes of his defensive system. Yeah. It's to force low danger shots on net so that, in theory, the goaltender could save it. The problem is, it's Mike Smith in nets. And while Mike Smith he can make spectacular saves all the time.
Yes.
With those low danger chances, he's inconsistent to say the least. And so I really struggle to see this series as anything but a crapshoot. I mean, yes, of course, Colorado has won the 2 games, and so they would get that advantage, but Mike Smith has also been fucking fantastic throughout this series in other regards. And so I think with goaltending, I mean, would they be better with Mikko Koskinen? Potentially. But, Mike Smith can catch lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. It is the weirdest, easily the weirdest goaltender in NHL history in terms of performance, not necessarily in terms of the way that they play. That would probably be Tim Thomas, but nevertheless, wild, or Rob Stauber. But
yeah, I think one example of what caps off Mike Smith's weirdness.
Yeah.
Last night, he just, I forget, it might have been the 3rd goal, but he just lost his glove. Like, the glove just flies off. I'm pretty sure it just kind of flew off his hand. And then I think it was Brett Kulak who kind of played it back towards him. It's like Roman Cechmanek in 2003 against the Toronto Maple Leafs. I remember that from a long, long time ago. He lost his glove, and it came back to him, and then he goes down to put it on, but as he's looking down, the puck sails over his head and in the net. Smith is trying to get the glove back on, trying to protect his hand at the same time, but also trying to stop the puck. He does none, really. I guess he kind of protects his hand, but the puck ends up in the back of the net. It was weird. It was very Mike Smith, Like, I was thinking to myself, if you're an Oilers fan, do you absolutely love Mike Smith, or do you absolutely despise Mike Smith because of the amount of heart attacks he must give you, I don't know. He's an interesting figure.